Cultural differences in child rearing. Today, I'm going to introduce you to what child rearing is. I'm going to show you the cultural differences within child rearing and how it affects parenting. Then I'm going to get into the child rearing practices in different cultures. Then we're going to summarize it and I will provide you with my references. First, to talk about what child rearing is. Your cultural upbringing can definitely influence how you may parent or how you understand your own children and how to teach them. When people that comes from different backgrounds or cultures and when they become parents, it is often common for them to have different views on how to raise said kids. So the globe is definitely full of different traditions that demonstrates the diversity of child rearing techniques throughout different cultures. And today I'm going to show you a couple cultures where child rearing is kind of unique. It's different than how America's child rearing is and how a lot of Americans are used to bringing up their children. So now I'm going to get into how cultural differences affect parenting. People from many cultures have various ties with their offsprings. Some cultures, for example, demand children to be calm or to obey their elders. But some cultures ask for them to speak out to their elders or not to always be calm. So, like I mentioned earlier, it is common for someone from a different background and their spouse to have different views on how to raise their children. So now I'm going to get into the different child rearing practices in different cultures. In India, they have the Indian co-sleeping and bed sharing. While other nations find it difficult to comprehend and accept, co-sleeping and bed sharing is an accepted practice in India. A lot of the times, family members will not have their own beds until they're the age of 18. It is completely normal within the Indian culture. In Nigeria, they have the Nigerian collective parenting, where different adults throughout a village will take part in raising a young child with or without the permission of their parent. And lastly, we have the Russian cold tempering, which is known as the cold exposure training. It is to train children to be able to stay within the cold weather that happens in Russia. They often leave them outside for long hours, and that's something that they call cold resistance. So all in all, child rearing in various cultures may be as diverse as the nations from which they originate from. Many of these customs may appear unusual, intriguing, or inspiring. However, it demonstrates that humans are a creative species that will create innovative methods to care for their children.